welcome to a new lecture about NQ trade breakdown. I just breaking down this trade, how I took this trade and what are the confidence I add to this trade and which time I trade this all here. I will trade breakdown about this NQ which I traded in previous AM section of the 9th March 2026. And one more thing, our new lecture of CRT was releasing on Friday, on the coming Friday. Just stay focused on the CRT lecture because it is taken from the private mentorship. So be ready with pen and paper. Don't watch it is a Netflix series. Okay, it was a request from me. And write the key points which I speak in this lecture. Okay, let's go into the new lecture about NQ trading. Everyone talk me just straight breakdown from the daily. Yeah, it's okay. This was my dealing range high to the dealing range low. Why I took this dealing range? This is a 20 days back look of IPDA ranges. It's more confidence for the 2060, 2040, 60. That was I looking for ranges 2040, 60. This is the dealing range I looking for the daily. Okay, this is the midpoint. This is discount area and upper side is an premium area. Price was closed in the discount area and take this sell side liquidity. This was my sell side liquidity, has taken the sell side liquidity, and this is a key level and the point of interest. So market have tendency to go upside to take this high. This is my short term bias while I bullish because of reason 20 days IPDA range, it was in discount and takes a liquidity and price want to go upside. That's the symbol. Just use that logic. Okay, let's go to the 50-minute chart. Price was in discount and here this is the 8:30 opening, equity opening, and this is the 9:30 opening I mentioned here, and also here this is the midnight opening of New York. After the 9:30 it was a Judah swings. It's a fake movement. Here this open, this take the liquidity. This was our previous cycle's high. It take that liquidity and goes down. What was resting here? This is a support. It's act like a support. This is the 50-minute FVG. It act like a support, and we have a key level of this low. This is low of previous like the AM's section A, which I called AM1. This is a low which takes the liquidity, which is liquidity resting below this low. Why this? The bias which act to price push higher, then go lower, then push higher, then takes the lows. So many of them kept their SL over here. So it is a valid point, and this is a valid support area. That's why I mentioned his support area. This is our 9:45 opening, and this is our first macro 9:10, 9:52, 10:10. Let's go deep dive into the 1 minute. What are the 1 minute which is showing? Don't complicate the trades over here. Just simple trade it. Okay. 9:50. This is our trade. Here 10:10, and market takes the liquidity and it forms a change in state of delivery. This is CISD, change in state of delivery. And also why I took the buys, because of equity opening and market opening. The 8:30 opening and 9:30 opening is a powerful in the trading. Why? If you are buying, if you are bullish, if you want to buy below the opening price, and if you are bearish, just sell above the opening price. Why? The smart money act their position or update their position in the buying above or below the opening price. If you have an opening price here, we look for the lower, or if we have the midnight opening price, just below the midnight opening price, because of market always buys below the opening price. Not a candle opening price, is a market opening price. So many of them are talking like that. Here 9:55 is a time which I want to see in a sweep. Here's the change in state of delivery, and we know this is the institutional order flow entry drill, IOFED. Institutional order flow entry drill. This was my first target which I'm looking, but I buyed from here because of reason. In this case, this is the low of ES and NQ. This is the high. This is the another low. This low was failed to take by this NQ, but the ES did this low. It taken this low, so we see is a pushing higher. So I trade over here. This is my entry, institutional order flow entry drill. This was my entry. After taking this entry, I just put my stop loss over here. I'm not worried about stop loss over here. I didn't put here because of this is a 3 candle. This is the institutional order flow entry drill, and we kept this SL over here. And first of the my break even is this point. It takes the break even. Then another point was this 7.98, almost 8 RR. Simple, without any hesitating on the macro timing. Nothing to think about it. Everything is done. Simple. Look, goes up. The market was dropping down. Why? It was in the market opening above the opening. So big sell candle which has formed. But we have been strong in our bullish bias. That's why we trade over here. Our exit becomes here, right over here. Why? That's the time based exit over here. Was 10:53. I just exited over here. Everyone seen my video. I just exited over here. That's my exit point. Why I don't want to hold my position. And also another conference was this is a CPI week, so it have low probability to trade in AM session. But we trade, the algorithm runs every day. No worries about that. The algorithm runs every day, and we have no excuse. The algo will not work today. This algorithm will not work tomorrow. No, algorithm runs every day. Every day, single day is working. Sometimes the algorithm will be choppy in the section like CPI week or PPI week, like FOMC day, pre-FOMC day, like that. It will be choppy. That's the same things. But we will enter. We will correct break even. Then we exit. Early exit. That's our scenario. Like this, we can catch high RR this much of what house RR 17 RR. But I do not trade that like that. I just trade what's my exit. That's my exit. This is the trade breakdowns of NQ. It's time based entry. What are the conference I looked for it? Point of interest. That's the first conference I looked. Sorry, this is not first conference I looked. Data range, whether it is in premium or discount in the daily. After that, I look for point of interest. Then I look for the time of interest, which was my macro timing, and then I look for what time of the market. All is aligned. I just simply execute my entry on the CISD or IFVG or IOFED, institutional order flow entry. Just write over the capturing the first low as a break even, then second low as a target, then time based exit on here, taking partial over here, taking partial over here, taking partial over here, and fully close over here. I don't want to, just simply is the time of how much time I take. Only 36 minutes this trade, 36 minutes of trades. Simple, nothing too complicated. So trade like this, decide like the design the trade like this. Don't be add more conference like proportion block, suspension block. You can add in daily time frame, but just view the market in symbol. That's our key. By adding more confluence, you will not get anything. You just confuse what of the added, why didn't add it. Just add point of interest. We have a strong point of interest, and what is the daily bias? Just buy was bearish, bullish was my daily bias because of the if the data range was in the discount. So I am looking for the buys. So two of the things is aligned, and we have a support area, and the point of interest was in macro windows. So everything is aligned. So times of the market, it's on the perfect time. And entry, just enter. What do you see in here? Institutional order for entry, nothing to worry about. That this simple trade breakdown. Every market has their own shows. Look at this. This is the first macro which is forming after the lunge. Look, what's the time? 12:48. After that it was down like that. Okay, that's what I'm talking. When AM section continues rally up, PM first opening which goes lower, then it goes up. Why? Because of market want to retrace, then expand. This is the first thing. It makes the Judah swings, and expand, retrace, expand. The same scenarios just I break down on the last video. The same scenario, same market, same time, same entry, same everything is same. I just align the same of them on there, and this also same, nothing more. Okay, let me see on another video about NQ or CRT. Okay, stay safe.